Before you decide to trade or invest by subscribing to any of our tools, system, methods, posts, or commentary, please read this disclaimer document carefully. Please go to our website visualdecisions.in and read the disclaimer and terms and condition documents available there at the bottom of all pages in footer. Those geometric tools which work on a combination of a high and a low, or in other words a swing, will have two vertical lines which we can call timing lines or anchor lines. For the purpose of uniformity, we'll henceforth denote them as anchor lines. So to show you, this is what we call as a swing high, this is what we call as a swing low, and the entire price movement from here to here is a swing. So this is a swing high, and this is a swing low. Now what I'll do, I'll apply the indicator on a chart to go in further details. Okay, I'll take this one. So as soon as I click on this indicator, I get a message over here, set and select swing high. So remember, we first have to select the swing high. So till you get this message, you don't click on the chart. So when you get this message, may sometimes take 3 or 4 or 5 seconds to come on the chart. You wait till the message has appeared. Once the message had appeared and it is telling you to click on a swing high or select a swing high, I'll move my cursor to the high and click once on it. It is selected now. Now the second message is set the swing low. So this is, we have selected as the swing low. I am selecting this as a swing low. So now you can see the geometry is on the chart. But is it the correct geometry or the perfect geometry? No. To get the accurate geometry calculations and angles, you have to remember that the green line is for the swing high and the red line is for the swing low. Don't use a green line for a low and red line for a high. Otherwise, you will get wrong results and wrong angles. So always position green anchor line on a swing high and red anchor line on a swing low. Almost all geometric tools use a relationship called price to bar ratio to get correct and exact geometric angles. So if your tool has this price to bar ratio parameter in indicator setting, you immediately know that you have to follow a particular sequence, which we have already told in detail in our introductory video 3 and 4 about geometry troubleshooting. I'll tell you where you will see this thing. You will go to the indicator setting. So over here, the first entry on the top is price to bar ratio. If you see this parameter in any of the geometry tool set, you know that you have to follow a particular sequence. So what is that sequence now? I'll repeat once again. We'll go to this auto button first, press the auto button, select the price scale and log price to bar ratio. Okay, I have clicked on log price to bar ratio. I'll again right click on the bar and note down the value of price to bar ratio. The value here you can see is 18.4625. But what I would like to do is, it is very difficult to remember 18.4625 in decimal value. I do it my way, and that is to consider the whole value. I'll put this whole value into another setting. I'll right click on the chart, go to setting, and under scales you will find price to bar ratio. This should be selected. Okay, so now it is showing 18.46. What I'll do, I'll select a round number to 18. So that will not make much difference to the chart appearance. I'll click OK. Then after you have locked price to bar ratio, you will go to the indicator setting, click on setting and put this number 18 which you have selected over here into this parameter box and click OK. Now you see the angles are corrected. Now you will get the correct angles. So the sequence is like press the auto button, lock price to bar ratio, note price to bar ratio figure and enter that into the parameter box over here. Now how to move these anchor lines. So I'll show you. As you move your cursor on this line, you show you see a blue handle over here. This blue handle, you hold this handle by your mouse, left click the mouse and hold it by your mouse, and you can move it wherever you want. So if you want it to be at this high, you bring it here and release the button. So now it is calculating from here to here. Once you have set the price to bar ratio, you don't need to change it again and again for this particular chart. If you change the chart, you have to set it again then. So these lines can be held from the and move. So you can hold these lines from this blue button and you can move it. So these are like movement of high and low anchor bars, anchor lines. So the next thing I would like to tell you about these anchor lines is that you may sometime get error in the script or the tool, which will be like a red round button over here telling there's some error in the script. So this may be due to three reasons. Number one is that you have selected a very big swing. So if this is a swing and it is a very big swing, and that happens on daily and weekly chart often. So if you are selecting a very big swing, it may create an error over here. So you will have to remember, as I told you earlier in the introductory video, that you have to select a swing of around 200 to 250 bars to be on the safe side. So number two, this error may generate if you have not entered price to bar ratio. So look, when you apply the indicator on the chart or when you change the script, there is this price to bar ratio is something else. When you first apply it, this indicator by default it is set to 5. But when you change the script, the earlier one is still active. So in both the cases, you may see some kind of an error message over here if the price to bar which is showing here is not correctly entered in this dialog box. So this is the second reason why you should get an error. The third reason is that when these angles, they are drawn far into the future. So like I told you, the trading view only allows 500 bars in the future to be plotted. Any indicator or line in future can be plotted maximum up to 500 bars from the last plotted bar on the chart. If the angle goes beyond that, sometime it may show error. But these can be corrected by selecting a shorter swing or entering proper value into this price to bar ratio parameter window.